I wasn't really planning on recording anything today, but I wasn't really planning on having these thoughts either. So I'm just gonna like speak out of my mind right now and not really think, just kind of speak. The last couple of weeks and days have been really, really good. Nothing has really been bothering me much. I haven't really been having, any cramping or pain or bloating or any flares, right? So I've been feeling really, really good. Yes, I've had a couple of days where I feel like I kind of feel a little bit puffy or puffier, I guess you could say, but other than that, it hasn't really affected me much. I've come to the point where like, yeah, I'll have like a thought or something and I'll just like put it away. Like I'll push it aside with something else. Like I'll focus on something completely different. So, it stops. This kind of started a little bit yesterday. It was a lot stronger than it has been. I was taking a shower. My dog decided to come in. I was taking a shower and, I was washing my body, and then out of nowhere, like, while I was washing my arm, I noticed that it felt really different than it did before. It felt thicker, and I was like, and I didn't like the way it felt, but I just kind of like moved on to something else, like started, washing the rest of my body and stuff. And I got to my thighs and I looked down and I was like, wow, they're touching and they look really different, But again, I pushed it aside and I went, and it got to a point where like I had to close my eyes really, really shut and just do it really, really fast, like wash the rest of my body, my midsection. And I was like, you know what, I have to like finish up quick and then get out of here because it's gonna be bad. So I finished, I turned off the shower, got out, got dressed in the closet because there's no mirrors or anything, and then I just like pushed it aside. Right, I went to have lunch, and I was fine. I was busy. I kept myself busy throughout the day, so I wasn't really thinking about the way I was feeling. Sit. Good girl. I wasn't really thinking about the way that I was feeling. But today, you know how like these apps, like, these social media sites have these whole like memory part, like it sends you like, hey, you have memories from 2 years ago today or 3 years ago today and stuff like that. I got something like that today, and it's usually every day, but it's usually really good memories. Like they're happy and fun, and like I like looking at them. Sometimes it's pictures that I didn't even know I had taken, and so I end up saving them and stuff. And I thought that's what it was today. So I clicked on it and I was like scrolling through it and I was like, oh, and I was remembering that day and I was feeling pretty good in the morning. I was feeling pretty good. And then it got to this one picture and it just like, I just remembered everything, and it was like this huge, gigantic trigger for me, which I hope is not for you. But it was a year ago today, and I was exactly in this closet, in this room, and I had just woken up from my last shift. So it was in the afternoon, but that's not important. And I had worked 4 days straight. And for those 4 days straight, I had not eaten. I had gone on a water fast because I wasn't feeling my best in my body. And I stepped on the scale and I saw the number, and I was happy because I weighed what I wanted to weigh. But at the same time, I was unhappy because I wanted it to be lower. I thought, if I still don't feel this good in my body, and it was this number that I wasn't I wanted it, but I wasn't expecting to get it in these 4 days. And I still don't feel this good. Then it should be lower. And that's what I was striving for. And it reminded me of how I'm not there anymore. I haven't weighed myself at all since January, which was when I started my recovery 4 months ago. And it just triggered this like feeling and anxiety. Like 1 year ago I weighed this little. Right now I don't know how much I weigh. If I was uncomfortable in my body then and I thought I looked ugly and fat and gross and I still wasn't worthy of it, how can I feel worthy and happy now that I don't even know a number? And that if I would step on that scale right now, it would be a lot larger. I was feeling so good before. I mean, I was feeling a lot better. I wasn't really thinking about it. But now that like I saw that picture that I took of the scale that day, and I remembered those feelings and I relived that day, I like scrolled out of it, you know, to the next picture I took, and I saw how I looked before, and I was like, fuck, I looked good. Well, what I thought I looked good. I think I looked good. I'm not gonna lie, I think I looked good. And I don't look like that now, so does that mean that I'm ugly now? I needed to say it and I needed to talk about it, because it's this thing where like if you keep pushing it out of your mind, if you don't process that thought, it's more likely to come back, and you're more likely to have it worse, because that's what I had been doing these past couple of weeks. Like I'd been giving these little like nips of thoughts, and I had just pushed them away and not assessed my feelings. And I think that's why it hit me so hard today, because I had not allowed myself to process that. Evaluating that it's not okay and that it's not about the number, it makes me feel so much better, because I do feel good today. I was able to then recall how I felt in the morning before looking at that picture and before reliving that moment. So I went back, and then I remember waking up feeling good. So then I need to go back to that place in my mind that I was in a couple of hours ago, and just not push it out of my mind, not push what I felt 10 minutes ago out of my mind, more like accept it and then move on. Accept it and then just kind of remember how I was feeling a little while ago, because that's what matters, and that's where I'm at now. That's the present. That's what I want my present to be, how I felt this morning, and my future. I don't want to go back to feeling how I felt a year ago, looking at that number and still not being satisfied. Because in reality, no one really cares. I mean, no one else knew that number. It was just me that knew it. That number didn't change how other people liked me, or how much they liked me, how much they disliked me, how much they wanted to be around me, because they didn't know it. Me not knowing it, I should act like them. I should look at myself from their perspective, how they see me. Now, I'm not talking about a physical, seeing me in a physical way. I'm talking about seeing me in an internal way, what they like about me. And I need to assess that. What I did was, I did a little, and I'm not going to share it because it's I feel like it's kind of personal, but I did a little writing about what I like about myself and what I think I portray about myself to other people. And that's why they like me. It's kind of like I guess it's kind of an exercise to say, like, they like me because of this, so I should like myself because of that too. My boyfriend, husband, whatever you want to call him, fiance, loves me because I'm funny, I guess, to him. He likes me because I'm awkward and quirky and clumsy, and he likes me because I never hold back what I'm thinking. I just say it. And he likes me because I'm spontaneous, and he likes me because, you know, so many other things. My mom loves me because I'm loving and I'm honest and I'm loyal, and I'm making myself sound like a dog. But, you know, it's those little things, because I'm accepting and fun. Apparently that's what my little sister-in-law says. I should like myself because of that too. I should weigh my good qualities and my bad qualities that I think I have. And every single time I do that, I notice that the good outweighs the bad. That my personality outweighs my looks. My sense of humor outweighs my gene size. And sometimes you just kind of have to bring it all in and evaluate it so you can just see yourself differently. Because as soon as you start seeing yourself differently, you start feeling a lot better. I promised myself that I was just gonna keep saying these things to myself over and over, especially when I look in the mirror. And it has helped. That's what I did a while ago. I looked at myself in the mirror while saying these really nice things about myself. I wouldn't say in a blink of an eye, but the more I said them, the more I was able to like what I saw. So I'm not gonna let this day get ruined, because it's early, it's in the morning. I really don't need a bad day, and I don't want a bad day. And you have control over your days. You have the ability to stop yourself and to move on. You have the ability to stop yourself and move forward. You have the ability to just say, no, this is not what it is. This is not what it's going to be. This is not what I want. Follow what it is that you want, which is happiness and acceptance and love, friendship. Whatever it is that you want, you have the ability to get it. It's only your mind that's stopping you. It's your mind, so you can change it. Anyways, enough of my rant, because it's already been a while. I'm gonna go and have breakfast, because I haven't had breakfast yet because of that little meltdown. And I'm not gonna think about what I was thinking earlier. I'm just gonna go with what I want, whatever food that I want, whatever food my body feels like it needs, and it'll be okay, because tomorrow is a new day. Hope your day goes as well as mine. Shameless plug, if you wanna like, comment, and maybe subscribe, that would be great. And again, if you want to know a little bit more about me, or how my day kept on going, or keeps on going, how my day keeps going, how my days, you can add me on Instagram. I post on my stories quite often. Have a great day. Don't let your mind control you. You control it. Your mind is the most powerful thing that we have and that we are. So just take advantage of that. Positive vibes.